Lunatic Raider. Call it Gameday thrill. Las Vegas, Raiders out in LA, battle a new hill. Black and silver reppin', ready to rain. From Las Vegas to LA, build the hardcore chain. Raider Nation, build the ground shake. We run LA, red zones ain't no mistake. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA stars by right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. West Coast way that the G-Funk play. Raider fans lit, ride through the day, hardcore beats. While we taking aim, Las Vegas spirit, ignite each game. What did he have? Hard as that, near the sword out. Damn, they totally carry conquer with style. Hear the echo loud. Raider Nation mourns its rival style. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's art vibe right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's art vibe right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Lunatic Raider. On the stage we rise, LA Rams football as we hypnotize. Fans unite under desert skies. Raiders reign supreme, hear our battle cries. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's ours by right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Lunatic Raider. Lunatic Raider. Call it Gameday thrill. Las Vegas, Raiders out in LA, battle a new hill. Black and silver reppin', ready to rain. From Las Vegas to LA, build the hardcore chain. Raider Nation, build the ground shake. We run LA, red zones ain't no mistake. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's ours by right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. West Coast way that the G-Funk play. Raider fans lit, ride through the day, hardcore beats. While we taking aim, Las Vegas spirit, ignite each game. What did he have? Hard as that, near the sword out. Damn, they totally carry conquer with style. Hear the echo loud. Raider Nation mourns its rival style. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's art vibe right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's art vibe right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Lunatic Raider. On the stage we rise, LA Rams football as we hypnotize. Fans unite under desert skies. Raiders reign supreme, hear our battle cries. Raiders on the field, ready to attack. See us storming, silver and black. LA's ours by right or a mind. Raider pride, light up the night. Lunatic Raider. Lunatic Raider. Call it Gameday thrill. Las Vegas, Raiders out in LA, battle a new hill. Black and silver reppin', ready to rain. From Las Vegas to LA, build the hardcore chain. Raider Nation, build the ground shake. Run LA.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Raider Nation, stand up.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What it is, Raider Nation, man. Happy game day morning. Yes, indeed. We take on the LA Rams today, but we know who run LA. Silver and black all day. Yes, indeed. Bars. Let's go, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Yeah, it goes down today, man. Can we get back on track? Can we get back on track? I know we got bodies missing, but I say no excuses. No excuses. There's reasons why you lose or win, but there's no excuses for why you win or lose. You feel me? So we're going to rock and roll with this, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Appreciate y'all pulling up this morning. I'm just going to wait a little minute, man. I just put out the link late. Not the link, but the link to the show late. But we're going to rock and roll with it this morning, man. Shout out to everybody out there on Instagram. Shout out on Facebook. Shout out to YouTube. You feel me? We out here doing our fizzle. One tizzle. You got it? Let me go ahead and make sure I got all this shit. Shout out to all y'all, man. I see y'all out there. Raider Paul in the building. Mike G in the building. Yes, indeed. Matter of fact, yeah, just give me a minute, man. I'm going to send out some more of these hot links. Send out these hot links to the nation, bruh. You know what I mean? Let them know we live and direct, man. Coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. We take on the LA Rams, man. I know they got some bodies down as well. But like I said, there's reasons why you win and lose, but we don't accept excuses. You dig? Let me get this shit out here real quick one time, man. Yes, indeed, man. I hope all y'all weekend went well. I hope y'all have fun this weekend. I can't wait till next weekend. We got the punk-ass Chiefs. We got the punk-ass Chiefs next weekend. Oh, they coming to Vegas, baby. And you know we don't like these motherfuckers. If we don't win another game again, damn it, let us win this one. You feel me? That's just how we feel about Kansas shitty. Kansas shitty queef. Have you ever seen a shitty queef? Boy, I tell you, I wouldn't fuck with that broad if she had one. Nah, buddy. All right, let's get into it, man. We got people pulling up, man. We're going to do our fills away. Mike G in the building all day. Top of the AM. We got Raider Paul started off. You know what it is, man. It's only one nation. And the only nation that I know, we get down like this. Yada. Navy vet in the building, man. What it is, man. We out here deeper than... No, we out here thicker than bullseye barbecue sauce. You dig? Sweet baby Rays ain't got shit on us. Egalitarian, what it is. Top of the morning, James Furbo following it back up with the what? With the what? With the... Yes, indeed, man. Wow. Gobble. Turkey in the motherfucking building. Salute to you, man. Hope all is well. Hope your morning going great, man. James Furpo, you already know my brother. How we get down with the get down, man. With that Raiders one time. I can't let it slide by. If you ain't woke, you should be. If you ain't woke, you should be. Let's go, man. Who else we got up here? Floyd, Felix, what it is, man. Good morning to you. Top of the AM, man. Hope all is well, man. Brian Rodriguez, what it is, man. Top of the AM, yes, indeed, man. Body Snatcher Raider, what it is, man. Top of the morning. Yeah, man, it's game day morning, man. We take on the silence of the lambs. We about to silence the lambs. Yes, indeed, man. For real, for real. Let me see. Who else we got up in this Mickey Ficky one time, man? Die Hard Raider, what it is, man. I see you, man. What it is. Top of the AM, brother. Hope all is well. Let me see. Navy Vet Brian in the building, man. You really Die Hard Raider, man. Let me see what Die Hard said one time, man. If we lose this, hey, you know what? If we lose this, season's done. Pretty much, bro. It'll look like that. No, I don't think Pierce is done. You don't do that shit in just 1 year. Like I told people, look, everybody want to get rid of Pierce so quick as his first year as head coach. Let me just break it down so y'all can understand the dynamics of this. Two of the best coaches in NFL history with the hardware to prove it. Bill Walsh, first year with the Niners, 2-14. Hold on, let me say that again. Bill Walsh, first year with the 49ers before he ran off 4 Super Bowls, was 2-14. Andy Reid started off with Philadelphia, 5-11. His first year, 5-11. Why are we the only ones that want to jump off the cliff before we figure out we gotta let these, especially a brand new coach, a person that's never coached. Why they don't get the same? Y'all want to give AOC time to develop? Why we can't let coaches develop? What the fuck? How we do this? We want to go get an old coach from somebody else's team and hope that they pan out. How that pan out with Getsy? How that pan out with McDaniels? He was with New England. He got Super Bowls over there. It didn't pan out with us as a head coach, bro. Didn't pan out, and that wasn't his first hurrah. Remember, he tried it before with Denver. Didn't work. We was hoping it'll work with us the second time around, because sometimes that happens too. Bill Belichick wasn't shit in Cleveland. He wasn't shit with Cleveland until he got to New England. So why are we the only motherfuckers that ain't got the patience to let this shit unfold the way it's supposed to unfold? Why is this after six games, get rid of Pierce? After 6 games? Boy, I tell you, if you bring a new motherfucker in here that ain't never been a head coach before and you only giving him 6 games, we gonna be changing quarterbacks every year and we ain't gonna never win shit again. Ever. We're going to waste draft picks on talent on the team, and they're going to end up being like Devontae and be like 30 years old, talk about, hey, bro, I've been here X amount of years. I got to go elsewhere to chase the ring, bro, because you keep changing coaches every year. That don't make no sense to me. That's like changing your girlfriend every fucking year. The fuck? You ain't going to never find a wife. You feel me? Never. You just going to keep dating these whores. Let's go, man. Shout out to James Farpo. You already know what it is. Yes, indeed, man. Let me see who else we got up in this mother. Josh Jones. Oh, Josh Jones in the building, man. Hey, that's all we do here, bro. I keep it raw and uncut. You feel me? Raw and uncut. Some shit you might not like to hear, but it's the truth. We the only motherfuckers that's impatient, like everybody in the nation got ADD. We got attention deficit disorder. If the shit don't work day one, we ready to walk away from it. And that's stupidity. That's stupidity. Every other fucking team in the league allows their new coach to come in and give them a couple of years to do their thing. But us. And you wonder why we keep changing motherfucking coaches every fucking other year. Because we in a rush. And I know why we're in a rush, because we wanted to get back to that championship glory again and getting back as being a contender, and we just haven't done it over the 20 years. But at the same time, just because we ain't been successful don't mean we need to rush and try to make shit happen to where it don't happen the way it's supposed to happen. There's a natural progression. Just like we allow rookies that we draft to come make rookie mistakes, why coaches don't get rookie mistakes? Why we don't do that? You'll sit here and ride AOC's nuts for 10 years and to find out that he's not the dude, but you only give the head coach a fucking year? Not even a year. Motherfuckers want him gone now. 5 games? 6 games? You want him gone? Who we gonna hire next? Who's the next motherfucking line to get fired? Might as well call it like that. not to get hired. Who's the next coach in line? If we keep firing coaches, who's the next one to get fired? Because that's all we're doing. We got like 3 fucking coaches on payroll. What kind of fucking sense that make? 3 coaches on payroll and only 1 coach in the team. Come on. And y'all want to keep revisiting the same shit every fucking year? Like, you come into a situation that is not really have the components to build the team you want. I told people when a new regime takes over a team, this is what they got to do. Year 1, they have to analyze the personnel on the team. You don't know what you got, especially when you come in from another team. Now, AP has a little inside track. He knows what we have. He knows who to keep, and we kept him. We didn't get rid of Max. Spillane is here. Jacorian Bennett's developing. Remember, everybody wanted Jacorian Bennett to be gone last year? Guess who's our number 1 starting corner is? Mr. PBU. That's what I'm going to start calling him. Mr. PBU. Because that's all he do is break up motherfucking passes. You know what I mean? Break up passes. That's all he does. Mr. PBU. But we want to get rid of him last year. And that's an example of why you don't give up too soon. Everybody don't develop on the same fucking pace. It's like being in the classroom. You had other kids that was smart, got shit right away. You had other kids that might take them a minute to grasp it and really hold on and be like, oh, now I understand fraction. Now I understand trigonometry. I understand algebra, geometry. Or I know the difference of a right angle and a 45-degree angle. You know what I mean? Everybody don't grab it the same. But you expect everybody to be successful instantly. This ain't Top Ramen. You don't just add hot water and wait. You got to let them see what we have on the landscape of the roster. Who fits what we're trying to do? Because what we're trying to do now ain't what we were trying to do last year. So the regime before grabbed the personnel that they thought fit what we were trying to do last year, but them components don't fit what we're trying to do this year. So what do? You get rid of them and bring the motherfuckers in that do. Brock Bowers fits what we're trying to do. JPJ fits what we're trying to do. DJ Glaze fits what we're trying to do. That's how you got to do this shit. Wilkins fits what we're trying to do. So you use the draft and you use free agency. Why you think we're loading up now on draft picks and capital? Listen to me. Why do you think the Raiders are loading up on draft picks and capital? See, everybody look, we only got a conditional 3rd round pick for Devontae Adams, but we also got that money back too. Next year, we're expected to be $126.8 million under the cap. Projected 126.8. That's money to play with in free agency. That you can plug a lot of holes with that money. And I think we got a lot of players that's on. This is their last year, like 20-something players will be free agents after this year. Not just that. That's not the only draft pick we get. We might get 2 more compensatory. 2 more compensatories. Listen to what I tell you. That could be added as well. Not to mention if there's any other subtle trades that you might trade somebody away for and get something. Something that's better than nothing. So they're stockpiling. They're stockpiling. And not to mention, here's the other, and I told y'all this before. If Patrick Graham gets a head coaching job elsewhere, we get 2 third-round picks for that. Listen, let me rewind that. If Patrick Graham gets a head coaching job elsewhere, we receive 2 third-round picks. You'll get one in this coming draft, 2025, and you'll get a 3rd-round pick in 2026. Now, the same goes for if Champ Kelly gets a general manager job elsewhere, we get 2 third-round picks. Now, this is at separate times. You can't get 4 third-round picks if both of them go and get elevated elsewhere at the same time. It'll only be 3 third-round picks over 2 years. So we will end up getting 2 third-round picks this year and only 1 next year if both become head coach and general manager somewhere else next year. Not in-house. They got to go to another team to get hired. Those are more draft picks. You have the possibility, watch this, you have the possibility this year to have 4 third-round picks. What the fuck can we do with 4 third-round picks? We're saying the same third round DJ Glaze got drafted. What would you do with 4 third-round picks? I'll wait. Because that's potentially what we can have. Because you're going to get one probably from a Meek Robinson going to Detroit, and you probably get a compensatory from Josh Jacobs going to the Green Bay Packers. Compensatory, probably third round because of their value with the team going over to where they went. They got a bigger contracts, both of them did. So the value, and then the Patrick Graham potential, and the motherfucking Champ Kelly. Come on, bruh. Y'all got to do homework. Don't just we got to get rid of Pierce. What, before they really start building this team? Before they really start adding? So you mean to tell me we can't add the players we need to be competitive through a draft that potentially might hold 4 third-round picks and $126.8 million under the cap? You can't. You telling me you can't do that? Yeah, Devontae's gone. But what happened if we bring in T. Higgins? What happened if we go out and get Brandon Ayuk? You don't think a third round picks, not only can you draft players to fulfill this roster, you can also have trade assets. Third round picks will get you some good shit in this league. Third round picks. Well, how you think fucking the Jets got Devontae Adams with a third round pick? Come on. And we might have 4 of those? Hey, that's just me though. I'm just the messenger. Let's keep it moving, man. Shout out to everybody out there. OC Nation in the building. And you know what it is, bruh. You know what it is. Jorge C in the building, man. What it do, man? What it do? Salute to you, top of the AM. Yes, indeed, man. What we got up in this Mickey 50, man? Freddie Chavez, what it is, man? It's game day morning, man. Salute to you. It's not a rebuild, bruh. Why people think it's a rebuild? It's not a rebuild. It's not. How is it a rebuild? You got to strip it all the way butt ass naked. Half this roster has its talent already. We're half this roster has the talent already. There's 53 men on the roster. I think we got 22 free agents. Spillane, and this is when you start weeding through who you want to walk and who you bring back. So what you do is now you fill out the rest of the roster. A rebuild is when day one you strip it all the way down. We just ain't got no quarterback. But that will be addressed this coming draft. Facts. It'll be addressed. Because now you look at the league and there's a lot of teams out there that don't need quarterbacks, so they're not drafting them high. Unless the only way a quarterback goes high this year is if a team moves up to grab one. But to be honest with you, there is not one quarterback in this year's draft. I'm not saying they're not good, but they're not generational type talent where you would sell the farm and move up to number 1 to get them. You don't sell the farm for Sanders. You don't sell the farm for yours. And they lost last night. Shout out to the Ducks going to become number 1 overall in the nation. Dylan Gabriel. That is one guy motherfuckers shouldn't overlook. Now, they're going to look at him because of his stature only being 5'11", but this boy, a lefty, man, I'm telling you, got a hell of an arm and mobile as a motherfucker and accurate as shit. And can go deeper than Atlantis, deeper than the seafloor traveled by the mantis. Shout out to X-Clan. But then you have people like Cam Ward. Cam Ward did his thing yesterday. You got quarterbacks out there, but none of these quarterbacks you do not move the farm for to go up and move up and get them. You let this draft just happen. And right now, everybody that's going to be ahead of us, last time I checked, New England's losing right now. New England's going to be up there in the top 5 picking again. I bet you they don't pick another quarterback. I bet you that much. You know what I mean? Look at the teams doing bad. Jacksonville they not going to pick a quarterback. They got their franchise quarterback. Carolina possibly could if they want to move on from Young. But do they give up off of him after 2 years? I don't think you give up that quick on quarterbacks. Remember when they gave up on Baker Mayfield? How he's doing with Tampa Bay? They got their quarterback now. Cleveland's in a motherfucking problem. Cleveland got old. Motherfucker got Watson, bruh, on a fully guaranteed deal with 2 years left at $132 million. $232 million guaranteed money is left on Watson's contract. And people gonna think that, Cleveland gonna go draft their new quarterback. How they gonna get rid of Watson? Man, that's a big chunk out your motherfucking out of your salary cap, bruh. And ain't no team in their right mind gonna trade for Watson. With his poor performance this year, getting sacked over and over and over again, what does Cleveland do? And they already said they're going to stand by him. You got no fucking choice to stand by him. Just like Dallas ain't got no choice but to stand by Dak Prescott, bruh. It is what it is. You gave him these big contracts, and now you stuck with them. You ain't no sense in getting a quarterback because you have to play these guys now. Any quarterback you go and draft will not play. Will not play until those contracts are done. You know what I mean? So they're not going to get a quarterback. Niners ain't going to draft a quarterback. Arizona ain't going to draft a quarterback. Buffalo ain't drafting a quarterback. Cincinnati ain't drafting one. And the list goes on. Miami ain't drafting one. Ain't happening. Texans ain't drafting one. See what I mean? Everybody say, we got to tank in order to get a quarterback. No, the fuck we don't. Tank for what? Who the fuck believes in tanking? So you mean those 22 motherfuckers that's going to be free agents this year is willing to fuck off their money to lose on purpose? Knowing this is a contract year? You know what contract year means? Motherfuckers got to ball out to get the next contract. So how in the fuck do you tank if you got 22 motherfuckers on your team about to be free agents and trying to play for their next meal? You can't tank. Man, come on, bro. That tanking shit is for fucktard Pop-Tarts. Fucktard flavored Pop-Tarts. That's exactly what that shit is for, bro. That shit's for the birds. And I'm talking about either the Eagles, Seahawks, or fucking Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons ain't gonna draft the quarterback. Shit. Lecky, what's the deal? What's good with you? Top of the morning, man. Hope all is well. James Furpo, he always hit us up with the Raiders. All right, I got to take a quick pause for the for the sponsors of the show. This show has been brought to you by the letter R for Raider Nation. Yes, indeed. It has brought to you by the letter R. Salute to the world's most dangerous chat. And we know what that chat is, man. That's Raider Nation right there, baby. Hey, salute to y'all. We tailgating early. Let's go, Raiders, man. We ain't trying to tank. We trying to beat anybody that's facing us. We don't care who you are. You could be from 8 to 80, and we getting that ass real quick, a little wicked and shady. Yada, let's go. Ooh. Yeah, that Corona cold in the morning, boy. Wake a motherfucker soul up. Shout out to everybody out there, man. We in this motherfucking most definitely. I see all y'all out there, man. We got Justin Brown in the building, man. Top of the AM. Yes, indeed. See, Die Hard Raider. See, now you see how the draft is. See, and what I did was, what was it last week, y'all? I did a mock draft. I didn't do a mock draft to do a mock draft. I did a mock draft because I want to see what the mocks are saying where they gauge us at, right? So one of the mocks said that we're going to be the third or the fourth pick. I think the fourth pick in the draft, and the other mock said we were going to be 10th. This is what they're projecting us, and that's all I wanted to see. I want to see what they project us at and what they project everybody else ahead of us. I went through the mock just to see how it went, you know what I mean, automatically, and I seen that every team ahead of us was like, you had Cleveland, you had New England, I forgot who else was ahead of us. Nobody took a quarterback. Nobody drafted a quarterback. And I know it's just a mock, you know what I mean, computer ran, but at least they're going by odds and they're trying to do matchmaker between franchise and what player they need. And there's all these teams don't just need quarterbacks. They're going to go defensive because there's a lot of good defensive and and linemen going to be in this draft. So, and corners, they're not going to pass that shit up. Now, I think there's more value in other positions than the quarterbacks in this draft. I think there's more other positions better than the quarterbacks that'll be in this draft. Not saying that those quarterbacks are going to be bad. I'm just saying the talent that's ahead of them are going to be elite. Elite defenders, elite linemen, you know what I mean? That's going to be above a quarterback's worth in this draft. Now, don't get me wrong. A Sanders, a Ewers, a Gabriel, fucking, who else I'm missing? Cam Ward. Those guys are going in. They're going. Do they go in the first round? It's kind of hard to say because the only teams that's going to need quarterbacks are going to be in the first half of the draft because the bottom half are the good teams that got quarterbacks already. Kansas City ain't drafting a quarterback. Green Bay ain't drafting. You know, the teams that are contenders right now aren't going to draft quarterbacks. Philadelphia ain't going to draft quarterbacks. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Cincinnati ain't good though. But the good teams that's going to be contenders ain't drafting quarterbacks. So that means quarterbacks are going to fall. Because it's going to pass all those elite teams up and be like, oh, we don't need no quarterback, but we do need a lineman. We do need to protect the quarterback we do got. We do need a left tackle. We do need a guard. We do need a center. We do need a wide receiver, a tight end. I know everybody pissed off that they didn't get Brock Bowers now. Just imagine. Here, look, check out what the Jets fucked up on. They could have drafted Bowers just to end up to add fucking Devontae Adams with that for Aaron Rodgers. Too bad, too late. This might be the last year that Devontae and Aaron Rodgers play with the Jets. Because if the Jets don't do shit this year with the Devontae Adams, guess what they gonna do? They about to strip the paint off the house. They about to strip the paint off the house and start all over again, bruh. Because they're wasting the young, talented defense. They're wasting it. It's just time. Just like Green Bay knew it was time to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Once they got rid of Aaron Rodgers, what happened? These motherfuckers is going to the playoffs and one of the top teams in the NFC. One of the top teams in the NFC going with Jordan Love. Sometimes you just got to go ahead and move on. Sometimes it's time to move on. But it's just not overnight, though. But a lot of these teams in this draft already got quarterbacks, don't need one. So that means we're one of the few. And when I say few, I say the Giants, I say, can go after quarterback because it ain't working out with their situation. Of course, us. Pittsburgh, a possibility. It depends on, I know they're going to Russell Wilson, which I'm going to watch that game. I'm just curious to see I'm watching these other teams because I want to see their quarterback situation and do they feel they have the solution. Is Fields or Wilson the solution for Pittsburgh? If so, they will, Russell Wilson getting up there in age, but they're not going to get rid of Fields. They probably see, and you've been winning with Fields. You know what I mean? He's not the most elite arm talent, but he at least can provide you with wins. And that's all we need. We just need a quarterback to provide us with wins. You know what I mean? But this draft is going to be perfect for us to get our QB. And and we will get other shit that we'll find we figure first round you go quarterback, second round you go wide receiver to replace Devontae with a star type wide receiver in the second round. It will be there. You go running back. You know what I mean? We probably won't be in the mix for old boy out of Boise State, Genty, but I would love to have him. But there's other running backs in the nation that can get the job done. If we feel like we're not good at the running back position, you go in the draft and address that. Or if you want one, like I said, $126.8 million under cap projection, you got money to go get one. You got money to go get a number one wide receiver, T. Higgins, like I mentioned. Go out there and trade for Brandon Ayuk. Now you start revamping as far as who's your first. Did you keep Jacoby Myers? Wait and see. But we got our tight end. We got two tight ends. Michael Mayer will work through whatever it is he's going through. Like they said, this is not the first time he's going through what he's going through. So there's experience with dealing with what it is he has going on. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate. But you know what I mean? Whatever he's going through, his family said it happened once before. You know what I mean? Hey, all prayers to him, and hopefully he gets through whatever it is he's going through. We all need help at times in life. You know what I mean? But hey, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to all y'all watching, man. Please, if this is your first time here, hey, subscribe to the channel and hit that hitchhike sign, boy. Get on this motherfucking on this bus right here. You feel me? But yeah, we ain't gonna never turn our back on the Raiders. We get frustrated, we get mad. You know what I mean? We get eager to make shit happen. We want to fire motherfuckers. We don't want to fire. And see, this is one thing that I had to look at from the other side of it. People ain't saying firing Antonio Pierce to be negative. What they're saying is firing Antonio Pierce so we can get somebody to come in here and help us win. And I understand we all want to win. But sometimes in order to win, you got to lose. And what I mean by that is you got to understand how to win. You have to learn how to win. Antonio Pierce never won as a head coach. And when I mean won, I ain't talking about just individual games. I'm talking about winning, period, to have a successful organization in the NFL. This is his first time being a head coach. Interim don't count because you're just thrown in there. You know what I mean? So he created his coaching staff. A lot of these guys are first-time guys in the NFL coaching positional players. You got to allow them to mature and just a natural maturation of the position that they have. We have to be patient. Now, I ain't saying give them 10 years to get it right. You know what I mean? But I say give them some time to get it right. Just like you give it some time to let rookies develop. Like I said, we would have all been seeing the Jacorian Bennett gone to another team to do what he's doing now. Boy, if a motherfucker throws Jacorian Bennett's way, boy, I feel sorry because most likely he breaking that shit up. If we can only get him to start picking that shit off. But I understand. He knows how to play receivers with his back to the ball. That is a wonderful talent to have. He reads the receivers perfectly to know when to break up the pass and has the speed to keep up with anybody. He's very valuable to this team. I'll give you another person. Palomar. Love that young dude. Grit and grind. You know what I mean? Was not drafted. Went undrafted out of USC. But now find his place. I don't think he loses that shit. And I told y'all early before this year started what I say about DJ Glaze. I said, before it's said and done, DJ Glaze will be the permanent starter at the right tackle position. He just mentally, he grasps information and retains it like he has a photographic memory. And I told y'all that shit. I just seen it in him. For somebody to go to the Senior Bowl and be the worst lineman out there, but after they coached him, he became the best in what, a week? Bruh, that's who you want. If I can teach you and you can grab it all within a week and change your whole performance. Shout out to DJ Glaze, boy. We glazing, motherfucker. Is we glazing? What's the term? What these youngsters use glaze for? What the kind of like when you glaze somebody, you put an extra on it to make them like dick riding? Glaze? No, I ain't gonna say that, Glaze. You ain't dick riding, bro. Hey, I've been rocking with you when I seen your path and seen what it took for you to become who you are now. Bro, you shut down one of the best edge rushers in the game. You shut him down. No pressures, no sacks. From what? And you're a rookie. Bro, we got our right tackle. We got our left guard. Colton Miller seems like he might be coming around, but to be honest with you, you might start looking down the road for your future left tackle. And if all else fails, Andre James, bro, if all else fails, JPJ can take over that spot. If JPJ moves to center, you find you a left tackle, all you got now is two guard, but we probably got a guard here or there. The guys that we picked up in free agency, I'm not really, that's not like, oh, let's give him a big contract after this year type shit. Nah, I'd rather go into the draft and get our own shit unless you can go in free agency and get you a Pro Bowl caliber lineman because you got the money to get them. You know what I mean? Maybe you go ahead and you can, I don't know what you do because I know Colton Miller's making he's making a pretty penny at left tackle. It looks like he's getting healthier as he goes. But how much longer does he have in the tank? You know what I mean? Does he start becoming injury prone? These are questions we have to address. You know what I mean? For the long run. But as far as a rebuild, I don't see that happening because half this roster, like I mentioned all their names, half this roster, we already got them. They're here. Like I said, we just got to get our quarterback, get that line solidified, figure out that line for real. Like I said, if I was the front office, but Andre James has not been impressive at the center position, bro. That's just what it is. But you know who I know is impressive? JPJ. You know who I know has played the center position? JPJ. Hands down. You might want to try to make that little maneuver there down the line, bro, and make JPJ the business, and all you got to do is go back out there in the draft and get you another guard or free agency. We can get this line done in just next year. The line could be complete next year. With the money and the draft picks, it can be done. If we some way, somehow can walk away with 4 third-round picks, like I said, DJ Glaze was a third-round pick. We can get linemen. We could get linemen to solidify this line, especially if we take a quarterback with the first-round pick. That's what I would do in this draft. Offense is a problem. Defense, we got young guys. We just got to let them develop. Like we let Jacorian Bennett develop. We let Palomar develop. I even like, and they even had him out there too much right now. We bring back Spillane. We make moves like this. We Divine Diablo, Gainer. You bring these guys in there and let's build chemistry. It's all about chemistry now, like letting these guys play together for a while. If we keep changing shit out, we're gonna have to keep starting over and over and over again, and that's just gonna be repetitive and come out with no conclusion. It's just gonna always be a to be continued. I'm tired of to be continued. I want to finally get to the end of having a roster like we got one now. We got one, and motherfuckers know when they play us, it's gonna be problems. That's what we all want. But we gotta make smart choices and decisions, and that's just not including adding talent. It's all about shedding the ones that don't fit what we're doing. Who else we got? Willie Wayne, man. I gotta shout out all y'all, man. I be talking, I be loving this shit though. So we're currently 11th in the draft. Exactly. So who you think is ahead of us? Teams that don't need quarterbacks. You know what? It just like right now. If I checked New England losing to fucking Jacksonville. Jacksonville ran back a 96 yard a punt for a touchdown. I think it was 22 to something. I ain't. Let me see. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a whole lot. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick. Let me run this one time. I want to see this real quick. I'm gonna give you an idea. This is why I do a mock draft this early, not to pick players. I just want to see where they gauge us and other teams ahead of us or behind us. So I'm gonna NFL draft or mock draft. NFL mock draft simulator. All right. So we're gonna do the Raiders. I just want to see the one I'm doing right now. I'm gonna see exactly how they feel about us. Okay, this is the NFL mock draft database simulator. I'm gonna do the Raiders. I just gonna look at the first one. I want to see what they say, where we fall at, and what's ahead of us. So we're gonna do I just want one round to see exactly how they fall us, what they fall us to. So we want to go fast. All right. When we enter the draft now, y'all pick everything. One round. The 2025 draft. We're gonna be the Las Vegas Raiders. All right. Now I'm just gonna give you an idea of what these motherfuckers say. Okay, we want to start the draft. Oh, they want to say it's gonna start soon. See, and you got talent. You got talent in the in college that's gonna surpass the quarterback talent. Not saying, like I said, not saying quarterbacks in this draft are garbage. They just got a whole lot more elite type players ahead of them. Like Travis Hunter from Colorado that plays corner and wide receiver. Like, you can draft a dude, and if you got him as a corner, you can throw him out there on offensive plays at times to man, this dude is so talented. He ain't gonna go both ways with the pros, but at times, like we did with Woodson, Deion Sanders did the same thing. You can utilize him on both sides of the ball at different occasions, trick plays and whatnot. Let me see. So they got Shedeur Sanders ranked the number 2 overall talent in this draft. Because, hey, the boy he got the makeup of being a damn good quarterback. You know what I mean? Some people might think he ain't gonna be shit, but bruh, I know better. You grew up. It's kind of like the Steph Curry situation. What I mean by that, you got to remember, when Steph Curry was a young kid, his dad was in the NBA. So as a kid, his dad would bring him to practice to go ahead and practice with professional players that gave him tidbits and pointers on how to shoot. So I'm pretty sure there's been times when his dad was playing in against Indiana, and Reggie Miller is fucking with the little boy, not like that, but Reggie Miller is fucking with Steph Curry, teaching them how to shoot. You know what I mean? And all this shit is just, it goes into the brain of that youngster. So when he grows up, he has all these mechanicals that's already been groomed by professional elite player at those positions. That's Shedeur Sanders. He grew up around his dad. No, he's working with Tom Brady, bro. Who gets to work out with Tom Brady on a personal, me and him type shit? Not like he's having a camp, a quarterback camp, and Tom Brady is his camp, and he's teaching all these other quarterbacks. He's working one-on-one with Shedeur Sanders. Why? Because of his dad's connection. This is why he gets the elite training. That's why they're connecting the dots, saying, oh, Shedeur possibly could be the target. And Shedeur will be there in the motherfucking first round, because a lot of these teams got quarterbacks already. But Tom Brady's been working with this dude, man, since not recently. He's been working with him since he's been playing in college. I don't know about in high school, but because of his dad. Steph Curry, because of his dad. Kobe Bryant, because of his dad. Dad got connections because of all the Jelly Bean Bryant, Kobe's dad, being in the NBA. Got to see up close and personal Michael Jordan to mimic him and become one of the greats as well. Like I said, they have inside track of having a father that's in the league, that played in the league, to go ahead, and you got avenues, just knowledge of wealth. Just knowledge of wealth around you because of your dad. And if you don't utilize that, then something's wrong. It just is what it is. All right, let me see. Did they start this shit already? Shut this out the way, bro. Start the fucking draft already. The draft will start soon. All right, I'm doing another one. They want to put a time thing on here. I'm gonna go with Pro Football Network. I like Pro Football Network's mock draft, so I'm gonna break this shit down here with them. Come on, open up. Here we go. Okay, we're going to take the Raiders. We're only going to do a round because I want to see exactly how they project it. So one round, we're going to do it fast. We're not going to go normally. And then we're going to start right now. All right. They got New England number 1. Now, I'm going to run it down to you. No, I'm not training you. I just want to see the lineup. See, they got Seattle trying to trade with us. They got us. We're pick 11 in the draft, and they got Seattle trying to trade with us. They got Indianapolis trying to trade with us, and we know Indianapolis ain't going quarterback because of Richardson. That's why I said a lot of these teams already got their dude. San Francisco. Okay, now look. They had New England take a wide receiver number 1 overall, Luther Burden. out of Missouri. Cleveland took Travis Hunter at number 2. Jacksonville took the wide receiver out of Arizona. What's his name? Tetriano? McMillan took the wide receiver out of Arizona, McMillan, at 3. Then you got the Rams. The Rams took defensive tackle from Michigan. Tennessee took an offensive tackle from LSU. The Saints took an edge rusher. The Jets took a cornerback. The Eagles took an edge. The Arizona Cardinals took a cornerback. No quarterbacks went ahead in the first 10 picks. No quarterbacks were drafted. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but the way the simulator is working, they already got the teams right now. Currently, we're on an 11th spot. At 11, any quarterback we want, we can take. Now, they saying on offense, at quarterback, Shedeur Sanders is the number 1 quarterback right now available. Shedeur Sanders looked like he gonna be a Raider in a simulator because all the teams ahead of us took quarterbacks. Now let's see who's behind us to see who possibly could trade up over us to grab one. Now right behind us at 12, New York Giants. There is no quarterback in this draft that any team would want to trade assets for the draft. So right now where the Giants is, right behind us at 12, they can easily get Cam Ward. Or vice versa. We can get Cam Ward and they get Shedeur Sanders. We don't have to do shit. Behind the Giants, Miami. Tua is under contract. He's not going nowhere. It's the concussions they got to worry about. Seattle, potential. Potentially, they could go quarterback too. But if they're at 14, they can go yours. You know what I mean? They got options. Indianapolis is behind them, no quarterback. Dallas, no quarterback. Cincinnati, no quarterback. Chicago, no quarterback. San Francisco, no quarterback. Denver, no quarterback. Chargers, look, none of these motherfuckers right behind us even need quarterbacks. Projection, though. It's not saying that we are going to finish 11th, but right now, we are the 11th team in the draft order, and no teams ahead or right behind us need a quarterback but the Giants. But if that's the case, why would the Giants want to move up when a Cam Ward or a Shedeur Sanders, yours is even good, it just fall right to you. I don't have to give up assets to get a quarterback. That's why I said this is the perfect year we're going into to get our quarterback first round without having to sell the farm. We ain't even going to have to move up, bro. Because like I said, there's no quarterback in this draft that's just like, ooh, we got to move up to number 1 to get him. We move to number 2. You're not going to give up assets when this draft is going to fall to you. I know you don't think the Giants know that there's only a handful of teams that need quarterbacks and none of them you're going to trade up for? Yeah, you might trade up for a Travis Hunter. He's a game changer. You can you can use that motherfucker on both sides of the ball. Special teams. But like I said, it's just set up for us to do. We just got to do right, though. We just got to do right. We ain't got to tank. We ain't got to tank. The next team after us, the next team that would need a quarterback, Baltimore don't need one. Green Bay got the 24th pick on the simulator. Baltimore's 23. They don't need. That's why I said when you go down into the lower part of the draft order, now you got teams that already have franchise quarterbacks that are contenders. So you got your Buffalo, your Washington, Steelers. I don't know their situation. Detroit, Atlanta got their dude. Houston got their dude, Kansas City got their dude, and motherfucking Minnesota got their dude. A lot of teams don't need quarterbacks. And I don't think they will spend a first-round pick on a quarterback to sit them on the bench when you can go out there and get talent that can start now on the offensive line, defensive line, the edge, the secondary, wide receiver, tight ends, running backs. You can get top quality talent at those positions than you can in quarterbacks. So why would you, if you already have a quarterback, use a first-round pick on another one that you're not going to even utilize and get no production from? That's what I'm saying. This is our time. This is our time to address the quarterback position in this upcoming draft, and we don't have to do nothing to do it. We ain't got a tank. Everybody talking that tank shit. Why we gonna tank against teams that ain't even gonna draft a fucking quarterback? Come on now. Come on. All right, so that was Pro Football Network saying we got any quarterback of our choice at the 11th pick because nobody took them in the first 10. All right, let's see what I want to see what these other cats say. I just want to get a good idea, bro, of what these simulators, because it's all number crunching. They're crunching numbers as far as who needs what position are they at, and what's available. They're doing all that shit. So let's see, who am I on now? This one is let me see. I don't know which one this one is, but let me see. So on this one, they got us at the 10th as the 10th pick in the draft. All right, so I'm gonna do one round. Speed, we're gonna make this shit fast. Let's go. I got the Raiders. Let that shit ride. Motherfucker, why I said fast, bitch? Start draft. Ready? Go. Now this one has us at 10th. Now watch, let me show you how this break down. New England number 1 overall takes a defensive lineman. Cleveland again takes Travis Hunter. Jacksonville takes the wide receiver out of Arizona. Carolina takes the corner Will Johnson out of Michigan. The Rams take a cornerback out of Notre Dame. Tennessee takes a tackle out of LSU. Bengals taking safety. Saints take a wide receiver. Arizona takes an edge rusher, and us at 10, all quarterbacks are still on the board at number 10. So that's the second mock draft that has everything projected saying all these teams don't need quarterbacks. Now let me go. I'm gonna continue this shit. I'm gonna take just to see what these other teams behind us, if they take quarterbacks. I'm gonna pick a different shit. And the number 1 quarterback they got ranked. Let me see, for instance, man. This is crazy. Because they got Jalen Milroe, the quarterback out of Alabama, ranked the number 1 quarterback in this draft on this site. Let me see all quarterbacks. Let's go quarterback. Yeah, they got Jalen Milroe, number 1 rated quarterback. Then behind him is Cam Ward, number 2 quarterback. Shador Sanders, number 3. And then Nussmeier, the quarterback from LSU, is next. Beck from Georgia is next. Ewers is with Texas. There's quarterbacks that you don't move up for. There's not, you know what I mean? They got good quarterbacks, but the talent in other positions are way more talent-wise for their position is better than the quarterbacks. Plus, not just that, once again, a lot of these teams in the NFL already got their franchise quarterback, or they think they have him. So they're not going to waste a first-round pick on quarterbacks when they already have one. We need one. We're in the market for a quarterback. We're going to get one this year. I'm not worried about it. Salute to the nation, man. Exactly. Let me see. What time is it? Yeah, we almost done. I get off at 9. Everybody can get ready for the 10 o'clock games and start keeping eyes peeled on situations of teams that might have their quarterbacks already and how that's going to play out, because that could dictate to us what we do in the draft, depending on who we have our eye on at the quarterback position. But yeah, man, salute to y'all, man. One more again, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Salute to y'all. Like I say, without you, there's no me, and without us, there's no nation. There's only one nation, and that's the motherfucking Raider Nations, y'all. Salute to y'all. But yeah, man, great conversation, great breakdown. We have to. Sometimes we got to get a fine-tooth comb and really look under a microscope as far as where we are and what we're looking towards in the future. Like I said, I'm not doing a mock draft to be doing one. I just want to gauge what the outside world is looking at us as far as gauging what we're going to finish at in the regular season and the other teams around us to let us know, can we get a quarterback without moving up, without trading up? Hell yeah. Do we have to tank? Hell no, because we know we're not going to be in the bottom part of the draft, bro. Let's keep it a buck. This team right now is not going to finish 23, 24, 25 in the draft order. Let's just keep it 100. It's going to be about the top 15. And the only reason why it's going to be about that deep is because a lot of teams are equally set with the same amount of wins and losses by 1 or 2 games. But like I said, it's only week 7. We got 10 more weeks to go after this, bro. Anything can happen. You don't have to tank. Like I said, you don't have to tank. There will be a quarterback in the first round that we can draft that will come in and help us win. There's talent out there. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your game day, man. Go Raiders taking on the Silence of the Lambs. You know what I mean? I should have put on the Silence of the Lamb, man. Oh, since we trying to silence the Rams, hold on real quick. Silence of the Lambs. Clarice. Yes, indeed, man. So let's go Raiders, man. Let's continue to get out there and work hard, play hard, and win hard, and just be hard all the time. Pause. Hey, y'all enjoy y'all game day, man. Let's go Raiders, man. We got this shit. Let's go put a smack down on these clowns and take what's rightfully ours, man, which is LA, man. Hey, once again, before we get up out of here. Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for showing up. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. We are working our way to 2,000. Wow. You know what I mean? And we're trying to give away 2 free custom jerseys to 2 lucky subscribers, man. Let's go, man. Let's get the 2 racks. You feel me? Shout out to everybody out there, man. Once again, enjoy your game day. Go Raiders. Slap the shit out the Rams. Silence of the Lambs. You dig? With that being said, I'm Lunatic, man, and I'm like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch.